Hi friends, in this video we shall discuss about osteoarthritis of knee joint. Osteoarthritis is regarded as the disease of old age. The common age group is 45 plus. Pain worse after use. There will be swelling associated with pain. Joint feels stiff after rest for a small period, which causes rest pain, and for a large period, whenever the patient get up from bed after sleep, the patient felt morning stiffness. Why? Because inflammation is associated with the degeneration. Even if it's a degenerative condition, morning stiffness and rest pain may associate, which is the sign of inflammation. In the initial phase of all degenerative condition, there may be association of inflammation, and our aim is to reduce the inflammation in the initial stage. It hurts the patient get going. That means it is due to morning stiffness and rest pain. Coming to the clinical features, already we explained it is the disease of old age. Mainly the age group is 45 plus. Sex is almost equal. Osteoarthritis is affected to men and women equally. The symptoms include pain, stiffness in the initial phase, deformity on the later phase, swelling is in the initial phase itself, limping and giving way on the final stage. Coming to the physical signs, in inspection itself, we shall able to see the swelling and deformity. Deformity is seen in the final phase, last phase, which is grade 4. Coming to the palpation, mildly tender, mainly in the medial joint line. We shall discuss how the medial joint line is palpated in the next slide. It is not much warm. Crepitus may be felt. Crepitus is seen in both tibiofemoral and patellofemoral OA. Movement will be affected as disease progress. Movement become restricted. The range of motion of flexion is measured using a goniometer, or the difference between heel and buttocks is measured. Coming to the X-ray, the hallmark signs of osteoarthritis include narrowing of joint space, sclerosis of subchondral area, cyst formation, and osteophyte formation. Medial joint line is palpated in 90-degree flexed knee joint, which is just medial to the patellar tendon. Patellar tendon is connecting patellar and tibial tuberosity, and in 90-degree flexed knee joint, we shall feel a hollow space in between medial femoral condyle and medial tibial condyle, just medial to the patellar tendon. Here we shall able to see the palpation of medial joint line just medial to patellar tendon in between medial femoral condyle and medial tibial condyle. In osteoarthritis patients, the first point of tenderness is in the medial joint line. Medial joint line or medial compartment is most affected. Coming to the pathologic changes with osteoarthritis is cartilage fragments are degenerated. There will be cyst, osteophyte or bone spur, narrowing of joint space, mainly medial compartment, and erosion of cartilage and bone. Coming to the grading of osteoarthritis, always advise AP view in standing or weight bearing joint. Please note that X-ray AP view should always be in standing or weight bearing joint. In grade 1, there will be doubtful narrowing of joint space and possible osteophytic lipping. This is grade 1, doubtful narrowing of joint space and possible osteophytic lipping. In this condition, rarely, very few patients come to OPD. Grade 2 patients come to OPD normally. In grade 2, there will be definite osteophytes and possible narrowing of joint space, mainly medial compartment. In grade 2, the medial compartment will be lesser than the lateral compartment. There will be definitive joint space reduction and also definite osteophytes will be there. Osteophyte or bony spur formation will be there. Coming to grade 3, there will be moderate multiple osteophyte, definite narrowing of joint space, sclerosis will be affected, sclerosis will be there, we shall able to see the sclerosis, and possible deformity of bone ends in grade 3. That means the deformity starts. Moderate multiple osteophyte, definite narrowing of joint space, sclerosis, and possible deformity of bone ends. Coming to grade 4, there will be large osteophyte, marked narrowing of joint space, almost complete reduction in the joint space, severe sclerosis, and definite deformity of bone ends. In grade 4 OA, the deformity will be varus deformity, while in rheumatoid arthritis, the deformity will be valgus deformity. Coming to osteoarthritis, the space reduction is asymmetric. Asymmetric space reduction in which medial compartment is reduced, and also along with that there will be varus deformity, while in rheumatoid arthritis there will be symmetric space reduction and more chances for valgus deformity, very less chance for varus deformity. In grade 4, almost complete space reduction or marked space reduction, large osteophyte, deformity, and severe sclerosis. If the patient come to OPD with grade 4 and the patient demand is more, that means when the patient needs to climb up and climb down or walk a distance or more, not possible to walk always in flat surface, then that patient requires TKR, total knee replacement. As per the demand of patient, then the deformity is started, it requires TKR. Otherwise, if the patient demand is less, that means the patient only needs to walk to other room only for eating purpose, or if the patient needs only go to toilet which is very near to the room, attached to the room. In such conditions, with proper management and rehabilitation, we shall able to manage the condition without much deformity, and with maintaining the quality of life, we shall able to manage the pain and swelling regarding osteoarthritis. But when the demand is high and it's grade 4, it requires surgical reference. That is the surgical indication of osteoarthritis, which is grade 4. This is the difference of X-ray in non-weight bearing and weight bearing joint. The same patient's X-ray in non-weight bearing and weight bearing, the difference is this much. This is a grade 4 osteoarthritis, but when we are taking X-ray APV in non-weight bearing, in non-standing position, then it looks like this. So always advise the patient to take AP view. AP view should be always in standing position and lateral in decubitus position. This we already discussed the radiographic features. Narrowing of joint space, usually asymmetrical, medial compartment is affected, subchondral sclerosis, subchondral cyst, osteophyte formation, and lack of osteoporosis. This is another difference we seen in rheumatoid arthritis. In rheumatoid arthritis, there will be osteoporosis, but in osteoarthritis, there won't be osteoporosis, but osteophyte formation is seen in osteoarthritis, not in rheumatoid arthritis. Coming to the clinical examination test, I already explained to palpate. In palpation, we shall palpate the medial joint line. Second thing is mark or measure the flexion in using a goniometer, or while doing the flexion, measure the difference of heel and buttocks. Coming to tuck test, it is timed up and go test, in which the patient walk from a seating position from a chair up to 3 meters and return to that chair for again sitting. Total time will be, normal time is below 10 seconds. The patient should walk from a seated chair a distance of 3 meters and return to that same position. The normal time is below 10 seconds, but the osteoarthritis patients may take up to 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or 80 seconds to cover as per the grading to walk this 3 meters and return to that position. The patient felt hurting pain at the starting position, and on the 3 meter position to turn around, it takes more time, and then to return and to sit on that chair, it also takes more time. And it's a very good clinical examination documentation. This tuck test we shall able to document in osteoarthritis, and we shall see the difference in each follow-up and at the end of the treatment. For a grade 3 or grade 4 patient, it's very difficult to make it to 10 seconds, but the difference from 69 seconds to 15 seconds, the quality of life of that particular patient changes a lot. Coming to the management of osteoarthritis, regarding the Ayurvedic management of osteoarthritis, in the beginning, I already explained that even if it's a degenerative condition, the inflammation is associated with this. There will be surely morning stiffness and rest pain for that initial pajana in relation to vada to be done. initial Pajana taking the consideration of Vada. Pajana should be done. And after Amapajana, how to know Amapajana is complete is that the patient complains of exertional or mechanical pain. Whenever the patient complains of mechanical and exertional pain with complete absence of morning stiffness and rest pain, then we shall give internal Sneha Prayoga. Internal Sneha Prayoga with a dose in between 10 ml and 20 ml as per the Agni. As per the condition of the patient, we shall give. Mainly, Taila is more effective than Krida in this particular condition. 10 to 20 ml as per the Agni Bala and condition of patient should be given to a period of 7 days to 14 days. At that time, after the Amapajana, after the reduction of inflammation, we shall also start rehabilitation, gentle rehabilitation exercise like quad set or quad drill along with internal Sneha Prayoga. That should be started after Amapajana. If the patient is advised to do rehabilitation before Amapajana at the initial phase itself, then it causes aggravation or flare up of the condition. And nutrition is very effective. The consideration of a nutrition and proper nourishment is very effective in the management of osteoarthritis as it's a degenerative condition. And in the last phase, after internal Sneha Prayoga, along with rehabilitation, advise Rasayana, simple Rasayana for a period of 2 to 3 months to avoid recurrence. The usage of this particular orthosis shall be discouraged in osteoarthritis. Why? Because regular and prolonged use of orthosis may impair the strength of quadriceps, and in the end result, at the end, it may cause more harm to patient, and always advise the patient not to wear orthosis for a prolonged period. If we are advising orthosis in an acute phase with severe pain, if we advise a orthosis, then surely ask the patient to avoid that particular orthosis after the acute phase. Otherwise, if the patient continues to use the orthosis regularly or for prolonged period, then it causes wasting of quadriceps. Coming to the rehabilitation of osteoarthritis or knee joint, the quadriceps should be given more strengthening. The quadriceps to be get more strengthened. Along with that, hamstring and gastrocnemius also should be given proper advice as rehabilitation. Coming to the quadriceps strengthening rehabilitation, the most good exercise is quad set, in which ask the patient to keep a pillow or a dress which is folded around as a bandage should be kept just beneath the popliteal fossa, and ask the patient to compress that particular pillow or cloth towards downwards. That means extension, complete extension of knee joint, in which quadriceps will be tight. Hold it for a period of 5 seconds or 10 seconds and repeat it for 10 as the beginning. Then slowly the number should be increased, and it may increase up to 100. This is also a variety of quad set or quad drill, in which the pillow is kept under the ankle joint. But the pressure should be, the extension of knee should be done in this particular exercise also. In the initial phase, immediately after the Amapajana, ask the patient to do this particular exercise. And after that, ask the patient to do this exercise. And on the third phase, ask the patient to do mobilization exercise like SLR or Merudandasana, in which straight leg raising is done. This exercise is good for quadriceps and also for hamstring and calf muscles strengthening. Ask the patient to dorsiflex his foot and then do the SLR. It's more effective because it gives stretching to calf muscle also, and hold it for a period of 5 seconds and repeat it for 10 times. This is pillow squeeze, in which a pillow is placed in between both knees and ask the patient to squeeze the pillow. It shall be done in sitting posture or in supine position, and ask the patient to hold it for a period of 5 seconds or 10 seconds and repeat it for 10 times. This one is called clamshell, in which a resistant band is used in the area of hip, and ask the patient to do hip abduction against the resistance of this particular band. Repeat it for 20 or 30 times. This exercise is Anandasana, Yoga Anandasana, or it's also called as side leg lift, in which in this particular posture, as the patient to raise the leg in this particular left lateral position. In this, raise the leg up to 45 degree, hold it for a period of 5 seconds to 10 seconds and repeat it for 10 to 20 times. This exercise is called chair march, in which in sitting posture, ask the patient to extend his knee and hold it for a period of 5 to 10 seconds and repeat it for 10 to 20 times. In this particular exercise, ask the patient to dorsiflex the foot for the stretching of calf muscles and also strengthening of quadriceps muscle. For old age patients with age group above 60, ask the patient to support the posterior thigh for better results. Otherwise, the patient feel more discomfort while doing this particular maneuver, chair march. Please note, quadset, SLR, pillow skews, clamshell, side leg lift, and chair march. Coming to the difference of osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis in X-ray view, we shall able to see that in osteoarthritis, the joint space reduction is asymmetric, while in rheumatoid arthritis, it's symmetric. Coming to the second point, in osteoarthritis, there will be osteophyte formation, but in rheumatoid arthritis, there won't be osteophyte formation. In osteoarthritis, there won't be osteoporosis, while in rheumatoid arthritis, there will be osteoporosis. Total 3 difference. One is asymmetric space reduction in osteoarthritis, osteophyte formation in osteoarthritis, lack of osteoporosis in osteoarthritis. Coming to the most common pathological condition in knee joint, osteoarthritis, we discussed the main clinical features, symptoms, or the clinical examination including palpation, assessment of range of motion, tuck test, timed up and go test. The management principle includes initial amapajana, then internal sneha prayoga, proper nutrition, rehabilitation, and in the end rasayana prayoga. Coming to the rehabilitation, we discussed quadset, SLR, pillow skews, chair march. Such exercises are discussed, and the basic difference in between osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Also, we discussed about the grading of X-ray in osteoarthritis. Always remember, ask the patient to take X-ray in AP view, standing or weight-bearing joint. Please keep all these things in the management of osteoarthritis, which we can provide good results if we are considering the management scientific and ethical. Thank you.